If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Good evening. Welcome to the Extreme Arena in Coralville, home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker getting ready to bring you this Class 2A semifinal on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. And it'll be number 2 Dike-New Hartford against number 3 Hinton. And Dike-New Hartford had quite a run there. Lost a lot of their top players, but again, like the good programs, they're building back up and back down here again, Blake.
I've learned to never count out Diane Harms. I think that's really the biggest thing I've learned is that Coach Harms, the program that she's built at Dike-New Hartford all these years, the dynasty that they've put together, it's absolutely unbelievable. And they got a chance to go back, and this year, not a bad team she's put together, but then on the other side for Hinton, this has really been working together. Obviously, they've had injuries derail their seasons last year, especially with Boobie, but boy, they sure are clicking right now.
Yeah, I was impressed. I did their game against Iowa City Regina, and they just came out and played hard, went at that, and ended up winning that 3-1. Dike-New Hartford won 3-0. Let's take a look at their road to the championship here. And go ahead.
Hinton defeated Iowa City Regina in the quarterfinals 3-1. Struggled just a little bit there in that third set, but eventually figured it out. Bailey Boobie, we talked about her, 28 kills, 9 digs, 375 efficiency rating. One of the best that you're going to see. And then for Dike-New Hartford, really took care of business against Applington Parkersburg. That second set got a little hairy, but boy, very dominant showing in set number 1. Kaylin Meester, 35 assists, 9 digs, 100% serve efficiency. She was on it. This team's going to make you pay. They're going to get you going. They're going to wear you out. It's going to be fun to watch.
All righty, we'll have the 2A. We're winding down here. Our semifinals, getting the championship matchups all set up. We'll take a break, come back with more at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a fifth-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our communities. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate both groups while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the court and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering on your school, we all play a role in making our state shine. So from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck in the tournament games.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy, getting ready for Class 2A here. And we're going to get underway before the other matchup goes because we got a 5-setter going on in the matchup on the other side there from the other class. So it'll be Denver and Grundy Center in the other side of the bracket, and then this one, Dike-New Hartford, the number 2 seed, and Hinton, the number 3 seed.
All chalk.
Yeah,
all chalk, as we expected. I mean, it's a strong class, a class that over the season dominated by the North Iowa Cedar League, and we've obviously seen strong representation for both those guys here at the state tournament. But yeah, it's been a great state tournament so far. Semifinals day has pretty much rolled along pretty good.
Yeah, rolled along pretty good, and really not a lot of major upsets that we've seen.
Nothing crazy. The lowest we've seen is the 6th seed. Kemper Catholic defeated Red Oak, but that's it. Now, I will say, even though seeding-wise it wouldn't be insane, it'd be a 4-over-1. Humboldt has a chance to beat Western Christian and not let the Wolfpack get to a title game. It's been a little bit since the Wolfpack haven't even been a title game.
Yeah, and that's
quite the upset.
I mean, just the name itself, it means, when you've beaten them, you've done something there. But this one, and Dike-New Hartford, too, they still have that aura about them there. And we know the good players that have gone on. They volleyball and then basketball, they got, good and went the 4 in a row and did that. So, but
well, and for volleyball, they've had their runs, kind of upset in the middle by Western Christian that one year, a couple of years ago. But really, for Dike-New Hartford, they've been the dominator.
Yeah.
This year, Denver's the dominator, and Denver was kind of runner-up, the bridesmaid. Now Denver has their chance in the sun. So everybody thinks it's a collision course. Denver and Dike-New Hartford. Hinton would love to have a say about it.
And all of that over in my corner of the world where I grew up, Northeast Iowa. You got, Janesville,
what's in the
St.
water over
Ansgar.
there?
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if Dike kind of got it started. They had good volleyball, and then the other teams kind of caught up.
That area by
and
Waterloo and that whole area,
yeah,
it is unbelievable.
It's kind of like, West Central with the basketball and that. It's just kind of taken off, and I can't exactly explain it.
For Hinton's sake, that area over by Sioux City, all that area down there toward Omaha, it's really good as well. I mean, there's just everybody has their quadrants, and they're really getting rolling.
Well, we're going to be out here and be ready to go in just a minute. As that matchup on the other court, 8-7 now on the rush to 15.
It's getting loud over there.
And you can probably tell by which side, which fan base. Let's go down to the PA announcer.
Blackhawks and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players and coaches in today's semifinal matchup. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Hinton Blackhawks. Non-starters and assistant coaches. Number 1, Peyton Beck. Number 2, Becca Lars. Number 4, Kimmy Hofling. Number 5, Taylor DeRocher. Number 7, Addison Dunkel. Number 11, Ashlyn Kramer. Number 14, Macy Charlson. Number 15, Rory Cook. And the assistant coaches, Emily Olson and Aspen Coffey. Now let's meet the starters for the Blackhawks. A 5'9" freshman, number 6, Adeline Ortegren. A 6-foot freshman, number 8, Ellie Friesen. A 6-foot senior, number 9, Bailey Boovy. A 5'11" senior, number 10, Carlin Kovarna. A 6'1" sophomore, number 12, Raylan Kempema. A 5'6" senior, number 13, Caitlin Hofling. And the libero, a 5'6" freshman, number 17, Brinley Boovy. The head coaches, co-head coaches, are Robin Moore and Kate Ortegren. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for Dike-New Hartford. Number 1, Emmy Sager. Number 2, Bryn Peterson. Number 3, Bryn Sullivan. Number 5, Maya Sapi. Number 11, Kirsten Peterson. Number 12, Jalen Smith. Number 15, Tess Nielsen. And number 16, Sydney Reichertz. The assistant coaches are Lawrence Harms, Taylor Urbanek, and Haley Moore. And now let's meet the starters for the Wolverines. A 5'8" sophomore, number 7, Aubrey Ash. A 5'10" junior, number 8, Riley Reeks. A 5'4" junior, number 9, Kaylin Meester. A 5'5" senior, number 10, Abby Jensen. A 5'4" senior, number 13, Mallory Peterson. A 5'11" senior, number 14, Keely Cowton. And the libero, a 5'4" sophomore, number 4, Ruby Varney. The head coach for Dike-New Hartford is Diane Harms. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the court for the introduction of our officials for this matchup, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your R1, Gene Denny. R2, Kurt Larkin. And the line judges are Jill Nuss and Jody Heineman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for state tournament volleyball?
I'm ready for state tournament volleyball, but want to let you know that our starting lineups are brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of IGHSAU. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Also let you know that the Girls State Volleyball Tournament is presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. They're the sole title sponsor, and they believe in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. And Hinton came out with a lot of confidence in their first matchup. I didn't get to see Dike-New Hartford in that one, but
took care of business against an ICL foe, Applington Parkersburg, a familiar foe.
Yeah, and did that. So we'll see here. And
going to be a fun one here. I think both these teams very even. Obviously, it's a 2-3 matchup. You expect it as such. And for Dike-New Hartford, you know, last year you get beat by Denver in the semifinals. You're like, man, it's kind of weird not being in a title game. They want to get back to a title game. Have a chance.
Hinton come out, and these uniforms are a little different in the two-color variety here. On the left of your screen, Dike-New Hartford in the blue. And it'll be Adeline Ortegren, the freshman, serving to get it started here. And cross court, bumped up. And they'll have to send it over. Up high, Ortegren able to dig that out, back the other way. And they're going to say it's out.
Yeah, they were playing with it there on that near side, and it's going to be tough to keep it in anyway.
So first point goes to Dike-New Hartford. Bump back right at the net. They'll set it over. Cross quarter handled by Hinton. They set it outside into the block and down. That'll be point for Hinton.
Really nice play there. Able to kind of separate yourself, get yourself set up with a couple momentum steps, and now another chance to serve.
The back serve to Hinton. Delivers. Set up in the middle, and the kill by Keely Cowton.
Yeah, Cowton did a really nice job. 5'11" frame, not the tallest, but man, can make it work. Really nice play there by the senior. Nice serve.
Yeah, jumps the net, now over. Goes way wide. They're going to get it back in. I'll have to send it over. Bumped up, quick set in the middle. And handled back there by Ash. Set back and off the net cord and goes out.
A lot of at the net right now. Everybody kind of taking shots right there.
And
an all-time stunner.
Yeah.
On court number one. Humboldt defeats Western Christian. And back here we got a kill on the other side for Hinton. Everybody's attention in this building, even Dike-New Hartford and Hinton fans. Everybody was looking over at court number one.
And players on both teams just collapsed after it was over. They just did. Okay, now back to action here. Addison Dunkel in to serve for Hinton. Outside into the block. They keep it alive. Dunkel sets it back up. And through the block, Macy Charleston, the freshman, she comes in and has done a good job coming in.
She's going to be quite the player. 6'2" as a freshman. Are you kidding me? That's still a lot more time to grow. She's a lot of fun.
There's Dunkel serving again. Quick set. Off the block and out. A point to Dike-New Hartford, and we're tied up at 3-3 here.
I'm just kind of trading points here. Back and forth we go. Everybody trying to get a feel for each other. These two teams played a couple years ago, twice in the state tournament. Dike-New Hartford's won both.
Hot smash from the outside is going to get through there by Ellie Friesen. She's a freshman, too, that has some hitting power.
That's the thing. Hinton's got a good senior class, good upperclassmen, but boy, their lower class can really get going.
Friesen now serving right into the middle. A little trouble handling, and now they get it across. A hot smash there. Bump it up ahead. They'll send it over. Kind of deep, but they play it. Now outside. Cross quarter is good. The kill there by Abby Jensen.
Yeah, great play by Jensen. Just kind of has filled into her role here in her senior year as one of the captains. Just out of the outstretched arms of Bailey Boovy.
4-4 tie again. Well, they get it over. Oh, through the block and
It was going to be a double hit anyway. Riley Reeks, she kind of went up for it and she almost double hit it.
I think she was kind of surprised she caught it, and then she was going to hit it again and then pull back.
Right.
But yeah. Here's the serve. And an ace serve for Hinton.
Nice
All
job.
ace serves today brought to you by Channel Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Find out more at channelseed.com.
Yeah, Friesen did a great job. Placed that exactly where it needed to go, and now she gets a chance again.
Ellie Friesen now sends it to the outside corner. They go back over and get the kill from Riley Reichs.
Riley did such a good job on the slide. Slid over, put herself in position, and thunders down for the kill.
Bumped up. Now sent outside. Cross court. Handled by the libero. Back set. Up again. Dike-New Hartford sets it outside. Bumped up by Dunkel. Or excuse me, Ortigan. Now cross quarter kill by Friesen.
Now they're just
was that
Ortigan dropped
excuse
it in.
me.
They're just kind of spreading the wealth right now. You really don't know where the blow is going to come from either side. Really fun to watch.
Caitlin Heffling back to serve for Hinton. Up 7-6. That one's long, but a touch. We'll make it 7-7.
Still waiting on our stats to be updated. They still have the stats up on the website and on the board from the previous match between Assumption and Kemper.
Comes over low, handled by the libero, now dumped up, partially blocked. They'll go outside with it, blocked again.
Nice job.
Now into the net. So that big block up front, that time Keely Cowton got up there, didn't block it, but just her presence.
And she's doing such a great job. I mean, just up front, patrolling the line. Big presence there that last time. Good
Low serve, handled by the libero, Boovy. Now they'll bump it back into the block, and it just dropped down in front of them there.
Nice play by Aubrey Ash. Just a sophomore, 5'8", still a lot of growing to do. Looking really good there.
Bryn Peterson back to serve. Bumped up, set back, and a little long. So Dike-New Hartford a 4-0 run here.
That was the right spot there for Ortigan. Just couldn't quite find it. Trying to tiptoe the line on the right side.
Take the lead, 10-7. Should say 3-0 run. And long again.
Yeah, you get an attack error, kind of snowballs a little bit.
Hinton coming up. Now timeout here by Hinton. We'll take a break. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dike-New Hartford out to an early 11-7 lead here in Hinton. Long time in the huddle, talking things over. Maybe just settle them down a little bit too here.
Yeah, anything to just kind of cool the nerves just a little bit. You get back rolling here, trying to get everybody in the same page, and just a couple attack errors. That's really all that's costing them right now.
And that one goes out. Off the touch. So
I'd give you attack errors right now, or errors in general, but again, our stats are not set yet. Still waiting on that one.
So Brent Peterson, the sophomore, serves again. Had a good run back there so far. Down the middle, hot smash. He's going to come out. Hits the antenna, would have been out anyway.
We were waiting on it there for Bailey Booby.
Yeah.
You knew she was going to show up here in a second. She does just that. Nicely done.
Now Ortogren serving. Outside, cross quarter is good by Aubrey Ash.
Aubrey's been really good here on this near side, making it work. Wolverines by 5.
13-8. Right in the middle, Bouvet now up. Back outside Ash again. They block it this time.
Nice job up front by.
Get the double block now. In the middle, double block again. Back over. They got the.
Gavarna's working hard.
Yeah, now they've dumped it over the top there. Now they set it outside and boom. They knock it through there. Bailey Bouvet.
What a difference maker. I mean, it was heartbreaking last year when she tore her ACL because you just knew it was such a big loss and how big she is and how important it is to this team. And not just for volleyball, I mean, for basketball as well.
Too, yep. Low serve. They handle it, set it outside, cross court, and there's a net violation called.
Yeah, the net violation must have been pretty quick because I thought for sure Hofling was the one who went back and got it here, but didn't.
Well, they were going to win the point either way,
yeah.
I think, but yeah, and we had a substitution too. Travada comes in, and we get a service error.
And that's big for Hinton, just try to get a couple points back, wait on a mistake.
Addison Dunkel, the sophomore serve specialist, comes in. Set back, trying a little misdirection there. Now outside, hammered up, but good block. Now it's dumped over, but they're ready for it. And down at the back.
Charleston, she waited till the last second and then barely, and I mean barely, found the back line.
Yeah.
Nice play.
Just right there. Trying to edge their way back in here. Hooked up on the attack, and it's long.
It was a good look there by Abby Jensen, just long and didn't quite get a finger to go up. Nicely played there by Hinton.
Dunkel serving again. Goes deep. Now they set it back. Up over the block. Chance so to set it up outside and into the block and out. Point off the shot by Charleston.
Just like that.
Charleston came up big too in that quarterfinal matchup. Gives you another tall gal up front.
Hinton's back within 1.
Little scramble now on it. They get it over. Bumped up outside. Hammer shot. They able to get it. Now back the other way. Recovery by Corvana. And now just dumped it in. She got up in the air and saw, hey, there's a wide open spot. And Friesen's going to dump it in there. Timeout. Dike-New Hartford as we're tied up at 14-all here in the first set. The Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people. who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And the timeout, Hinton. They've pulled back here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Pulled back even after trailing by 4. And still serving. So Dike-New Hartford called the timeout. Want to talk things over a little bit.
Kind of a set of runs right now.
Yeah.
All things considered.
And the serve by Dunkel. Set outside, cross-court kill.
Abby Jensen has so much power. She has been such a bright spot for Dike-New Hartford this year. Leads the team in kills, 3.4%.
And I'm thinking they said in the timeout, get the ball to Abby Jensen.
Yeah.
Now on the outside again, and that one's going to go over. Good effort over there, but ran out of room.
Great effort they bring in Jalen Smith in off the IMT insurance substitution that last time. Sophomore, 5'7". You get a couple good names in there. They got a really big sophomore class here at Dike-New Hartford.
15 all, serving Hinton. Outside, and it's down off the block. They blocked Jensen that time.
That was Charleston and Friesen in there. That's pretty big when you got 2 freshmen out here in the semifinals making blocks like that. That makes you feel pretty good.
Well, as they say, you can't coach size.
No.
You know, you get it.
But you sure can be pretty happy when you got underclassmen like that performing.
And that one's wide. Now Hinton on a little run, building a 2-point lead
Yeah,
here.
the errors starting to build up here for Dike-New Hartford. Again, I don't have exact numbers for you, but they're starting to build.
Bailey Bouvet back to serve again.
Her technique on a serve is always so interesting with that right arm.
That one looked like it was going wide. It gets there. They push it over. Man, ends up being a little bunny shot for Jensen. She's right there in the right place.
It felt like there was no gap, and Abby found one right there in front of the net. Good job seeing it before hitting it.
You know, you almost felt like it was going to drop right down in front of the net, and there was going to be a return. This one comes low on the serve.
And you got to be careful because it can't go over the net.
Bumped up, set back, blocked. And it hits the antenna. That'll be a point for Hinton. Again, that front row is tough down there with Kovana, Charleston, and Ortegan.
It's been just a phenomenal response here by Hinton.
Now we're going to go outside, cross quarter. That time they handle it. Oh, good up to the block there. Go way out. They run it down. Chance to set it up again. They set it up outside. Going to do the dump over. Dike-New Hartford is ready. Now back set and just a little long. Charleston. They like to do that. When everybody's looking, they're going to take it left and they come back right to the short side.
And everybody had kind of pushed up for the Wolverines. They got lucky there that Charleston missed. She doesn't miss often.
Outside again. Oh, that one just came over the net. Fans wanted a double hit there or a lift, but it ends up falling anyway.
Yeah, I thought for sure it might be one, but.
We got some INT insurance substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Caitlin Hofling coming back in, the senior. And cross court handled there. Also in was Kempina. Outside, a little dump over.
Ash's been trying those.
Ash, trying to sneak it in there. Now blocked. Now dunked over. Oh, good job to go down and get it.
Great dig.
Drop it in there. Big rally. Oh, Libero dives and gets it. Now set up for the smash. And it drops as Kempina finishes it. And Hinton first to 20 here.
Yeah, just a A lot of really good plays all across.
And I
the
looked
board.
up all of a sudden, and they're at 20 because it's been going back and forth. And a timeout called. We'll take a break here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Hinton gets to 20-17, and Dike-New Hartford calls a timeout. And our other game, Denver and Grundy Center.
They are behind.
They're behind because they
had a lot of long games.
Yeah, 5 sets. There's cross quarter. Bouvet gets it and then hammered right back. Ash set it over and caused trouble, and then when it came back, she just put it away.
Aubrey's been trying a couple times. That time she finally got it to work. Now they've had 2 matches go 5 over on court number 1 today.
Bryn Peterson back to serve for Dike-New Hartford. Set up in the middle. Oh, and that one was hit the net cord.
Kavarna had the right idea.
Yeah.
Just swung a little late into the net.
And now Dike-New Hartford clawing right back here. Low serve. Bouvet gets it. The libero. Now they dump it over. Gonna go outside. Almost got that one to go down. Now they set it way outside. Blocked out. And a point for Hinton. As Ash almost snuck it in there.
Yeah, great power by Ortgren.
Ash has such a good way of putting that ball where they aren't, you know. Here's the serve by Bouvet, or excuse me, no, by Ortgren. Bumped up. And that, they're saying in the back it's down. The side said it was out.
Yeah, I thought Boovie maybe had it. She thought she had it too, just barely missed it. This is
So now it's 20-21.
Hard-fought set number 1 here.
A little wide, but they bring it back and just dumped it over the top there. Kovana. And a substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com.
Blackhawks still have a timeout if they need to use one.
There's the serve for Hinton leading. Quick set in the middle. Oh, good
Nice.
dig.
Great dig.
Cross court, hammer down. Can't return that one.
Bailey Boovie is in her bag right now. She is cruising, seeing the court well, doing a really nice job.
Hinton 2 points away now from taking the first set. Bumped up, set outside, and that one they're not going to return. There by Sager.
Yeah, Emmy Sager comes in. Again, part of that really good sophomore class that Dike-New Hartford's going to have coming up. You're going to see a lot of them next year.
21-23, Dike-New Hartford, long serve. Kind of tell that one left her hand. It kind of sailed up on her. And we're at set point here in the first set. They move Charleston back in up front for the blocking. And the serve, just
Nice
tip
job.
it over outside. Kept it alive. Trying to go the other corner. Now they'll bump it up ahead. Oh, a little close to the net. A little joust, and the joust is won by Jensen.
Abby did a good job. Kaylin Meester did a really nice job setting up her teammates there, giving them a chance.
So set point number 2. Varney, the libero, back to serve. That one almost got over the net, but didn't. And now they set it up in the middle, tried to dump it in there. And Dike-New Hartford
Got it within the block.
right back.
think Hinton
Set point 3. They're going to take a timeout here now. With set point 3 coming up, you're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
On the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, things have tightened up as we approach the end of the first set here. We're into set point 3 now for Hinton. Dike-New Hartford serving. Barney, the libero. Good low one. Set toward the middle. Back set through the block. Now outside, off the net. And they're going to say net violation.
Man, that's a tough one to end it.
That'll end it there, 25-23. Hinton takes the first set on a net violation. So they're up 1-0. We'll be back with the second set coming up after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Normally we give you the souk-up stats here, but having an issue with the stats updating for us.
For everyone, yeah, not just for us on the broadcasting
for
side.
everything.
They don't have any stats up at all.
Yeah, stat issue right now, but the one stat we can tell you, the most important one, is 25-23 Hinton. Dike held them off for 3 set points, but then Hinton ends up winning that first set.
And that just tells you how tight these two teams are. I mean, they're so even.
Hinton had fallen down 4 and then came back, tied it, and then they went on a little run, and then Dike-New Hartford reeled them back, tied it at 23, or got it. Got it 23-25. Yeah, got it down, and then they end up closing out. You got to win by 2, and they had it there. So reset and go to set number 2. You got to win 3 to advance to the title game. Title match tomorrow at 4:45. And here's the serve by Dike-New Hartford. Send it over. Quick set in the middle and handled by Hepling, and then out, and a touch called. It'll be point Dike-New Hartford.
Yeah, you had 2 Blackhawks come together and just couldn't quite get it figured out between the two, and you'll take the point if you're Dike-New Hartford.
Second serve, Bouvet, and it goes wide off of her and out.
Wolverines would love nothing more to start quick here. Start quick, try to get an advantage. We were so back and forth that first set.
Into Bouvet again. She goes down low this time, and now hammered deep. Seems like this is the way that last set started. Hinton dug a little hole, then came back.
Yeah, Wolverines did a pretty good job keeping on top of it. Just couldn't quite pull it out in the end. There's another one.
Another one. Ace serve. And Ace serves brought to you by Channel Seed. Find out more at channelseed.com. Kaylin Meester, the junior, serving pretty well. Now they set it up outside, and there was a tip there, so that'll be a point for Hinton.
Yeah, you figured that sooner or later there's going to be the tip, and now they finally were able to get one, get a point on the board.
Adeline Ortegren to serve and long.
Yeah, they're a little out of shape here, a little out of whack. Didn't really see any of this in that first set.
And a little different rotation here. Set outside, and there, that'll get you back into shape.
I was going to say, you need some points. Go to Bailey Boovey.
Go to Bailey Bouvet, and that'll get it right back into kilter.
Nicely done.
Now Ashlyn Kramer comes back to serve. Drops it in low, handled by Varney. Bump back, and rewind the tape, show that one again.
I was going to say, deja vu. Just go right back to her. The well is plentiful.
And Hinton climbing right back. And that one kind of dropped in there.
Inadvertent points are always just, they catch everybody off guard.
Bouvet came up, even surprised herself. It dropped right between her arms that she was going to, and it's like, uh-oh. And
yeah, you just take it. You're like, well.
Good attitude, laughed it off and said, okay, let's come back. That's set two. They're really having a hard time with their service return here.
Well, you wouldn't expect Dike-New Hartford to really change anything when it comes to serving, but it sure seems like they've at least maybe found spots on the floor where Hinton just isn't as good.
Bryn Peterson serves it in the middle. Bouvet kills it.
Yeah, Bailey's just keeping it rolling. Again, we don't have how many kills she has, but she's going to be up there. We know that.
3 in a row right here.
Yep.
And she's got at least 5 by my count. And there's an ace.
And despite, what feels like a crazy start for Dike-New Hartford, Hinton's still within 2.
Yeah. Dunkel with the ace, brought to you by Channel Seeds. This one low. And
nice save by Booby.
Back over by Corvana. And into the block. And Bouvet wide that time.
And if you're Dike-New Hartford, you just take a sigh of relief. You're like, well, finally.
Well, they got Charleston up front again. Give them a little more size there. And now Dike-New Hartford serving, still leading by 3. Outside Bouvet, a little too far out there. Now they just dump it over right at the net.
That was a really nice play by Kaylin Meester. Obviously, she's your setter, so you don't really expect it in the kills number, but boy, it made a really nice play.
Bumped up, set outside. Bouvet, handled by Marnie, now over. And that's going to go off the hands for the kill by Jensen.
Abby got high enough that if you beat her at the net, that's a big one.
Timeout now by Hinton. They're down by 5 here in set number 2 at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Dike-New Hartford Huddle here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Check out all those jerseys back there. They got the jersey student section here for Dike-New Hartford.
Yeah.
I even see 4. I'm pretty sure those are Troy Bolton East High Wildcats jerseys back there. And as a High School Musical enjoyer, I do appreciate that. I always find it funny, though, on jersey days, they wear the jersey backwards.
Yeah.
Just to show who the player is.
Set out and diving save by Jensen. Back set. Charleston, tried to get it over and just left it short.
And that's just kind of how this second set has gone for Hinton. Just a little flat-footed here. Trying to find their rhythm
You
here.
just haven't got in, kind of in system, as they say here yet. Deep. Now outside. And that one is not returnable.
Everybody hitting the deck trying to keep up with Bailey Boovy. It's a hard task.
Yeah. So now, down 5. Again, trying to come back. She serves a hot one to Barney. Outside and right through the block. Yeah.
That was such a nice slide by Riley Ricks. Or Riley Reichs, excuse me, the captain. Just a junior. She's going to be a big star here. As if she already isn't.
Bumped up. Now back toward the center. They'll send it that way. Outside. Dumped over the top.
Yep.
By Freeze.
Thought maybe we had a really insane dig there for a second. Everybody's diving. Everybody's trying to make big efforts.
Now Hinton has yet to go on a run here. They've been, Dike-New Hartford has been able to kind of one and done them here. And that one.
That might help.
Yep. And cut it down to 4. Checks over to see where they want it served. Put it down the middle. Set outside.
Got it.
And
ooh. I thought maybe it was either touched or she did get it in the box, but Wolverines take it.
So a point, Dike-New Hartford. Barney serving. Got it outside, trying to push it to that back corner, but Dike-New Hartford right there, and then a little misdirection by Keely Cowton.
Cowton's had a couple really good plays here this afternoon. You can see why Dike-New Hartford really likes what she brings to the table.
Barney serving. Bouvet gets it now back. Again, setting outside. Jensen into the block. Set it back the other way, go deep. Set up Charleston, and it's long.
It's been the story here. They're getting great looks.
Yeah.
Phenomenal looks.
Just not able to cash them in like they did in that first set. Now that one's wide for a service error. And we'll have some substitutions coming in.
And it feels like a couple of the points from Hinton in this set have come off Dike-New Hartford errors.
Kempema and Heffling come in on an IMT insurance substitution. Get it outside, and that hit the antenna.
It's always such a fine line. You're just trying to tightrope it.
Trying to slide.
Even if you graze it, usually the officials are on it.
Deep serve, quick set in the middle, blocked. double block. They get through there. Now set back down the middle. Hammered, but Varney handles it. Now back and through.
Great.
For the kill.
Great back row attack by Abby Jensen. Knew exactly where she wanted it to be.
And Dike maintaining that 5-6 point lead here as we head halfway through. Bumped up, and boy, Brindley Bouvet, the libero, is just really having a hard time on the serve receive. Did not see that in the quarterfinal, but they call a timeout here. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dike-New Hartford up 17-10 here in the second set. Dropped a close one in the first set, 25-23. Hinton took that one. Now Hinton calls a timeout. They've only a couple times they've got strung a couple points together here. They just have not been able to get any rhythm on offense, and then they've had a little trouble serve receive here. And they're going to switch that up, I think, a little bit.
And we saw that in our 3A match. Kemper Catholic took the first set from Assumption, then just kind of went stale.
And that one's pounded right through the block by Kovarna.
Good to see her get rolling here. They're going to need her if the Blackhawks want to keep this rolling.
Well, they need everybody. They haven't really had anybody rolling offensively. Ortegren. And she goes down and digs it out. Now they set it outside, and that's through. Bouvet.
Boovie was a big part of that back half of set number one when Hinton kind of rallied and took it away from Dike-New Hartford. She's going to have to do it again.
Set back up front, and that's just down. Got it in the back line there.
Found the right spot. Find the sweet spot, you're set from there, and that's a nice play.
Dike-New Hartford serving. And that one will go out. Movie with the hot smash.
I always say you almost want a speedometer.
Yeah.
I want a speedometer.
Yeah, I know.
See
It'd be nice
how
to kinda
fast these things are coming because, man, they fly. And the awareness to be able to catch up with it has got to be right there.
Outside, that one they handle.
Maybe could have let it
Tipped
go.
away by Jensen, but now she'll come back with it. Yeah, that might have been out, but they go outside again. Varney handles the hot smash. Back over. Jensen in the block. Over again. In the block and down. It was touched, so point Dike-New Hartford.
Yeah, Abby Jensen, she's just kind of been sitting here on this near side. Got a couple really nice plays, and there she does it again.
They bring in Kovarna again. Back to serve. Bryn Peterson, she's done well back there. That low serve. And there's a little fake out. Go up thinking you're going to smash it. And Boovie just dumps it in.
Hinton's trying to crawl back here. Just simple plays, taking it one at a time, not trying too hard.
Back set. Into the block. Now over by Dunkel and long.
No, they're going to say it was touched.
Oh, there was a touch.
Must
Okay.
have just been at the last second. That's a big point. Hinton gets it back within 4 here.
Yeah. Set quick in the middle. And a little touch over. Almost worked. Get it back outside. Boom. Bowie. I have her on 4 out of the last 5 points with a kill. And there's a timeout here by Dike-New Hartford. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hinton mounting a little bit of a comeback. It's the first time in this set that they've gotten more than 2 points in a row here. They're on their third, looking for their fourth to claw back, down 19-16.
It was a good timeout by Coach Harms. Knew her team was in trouble, trying to help them out.
Now bumped up on the outside. Set outside to Buvik. Buvik now they'll set it over. Varney up ahead. Whoa. Smash goes wide off the block.
If that would have landed, this place would have erupted on the Hinton side.
It would have been a big one. It would have pulled them within 2. Now Dike-New Hartford at 20. Back to serve Mallory Peterson. Almost run into each other up front. Set outside, and Booby finishes that one off.
And just like that, you're back within 3. I mean, they're giving it to her. She's the hot hand so far.
One thing I've noticed about Dike-New Hartford, when they see it, they decide to pull the trigger. They gun it across the net. Booby with the serve. Varney outside. Except for that one, took a little off. Charleston over.
Nice dig by Varney.
And Varney couldn't quite get it high enough. And looking like the first set where it got down toward the end and literally back and forth, and Hinton dug that one out or pulled it out 25-23.
They just find that last grasp.
Let's see if Dike-New Hartford can hold them off this time. And right off the block, what a hit there by Peterson.
Jensen.
Excuse me, yeah.
I mean, that's really what she's done all day. Off the block is where she's really, really good. Brings so much power. For only being 5'5".
Set it outside. Bouvet down.
That was timed up. Adeline Ortegren, she really lined it up on the far side, saw what she wanted, and just like that, back within 2.
Back within 2.
You got to wonder when Coach Harms will take that last time out if needed.
Because you still have a little room here at 21.
But it can be gone just like that.
Pumped up now. Outside, dump it over. Back dumped over the other way. Charleston, boom! Within 1. Timeout, Dike-New Hartford. Another tight, close match here in this 2A semifinal. We'll be back with more after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Yeah. I told her it'd be better. Scream. Back here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
We're talking coaches.
Yeah,
we're talking coaches during break. Dar just kept going. We were talking about coaching, teaching moments in huddles. They're huge. And for all three of these coaches.
And we're tied up. Wow. Hinton has reeled them back in.
And that's a lot of credit to Coach Moore and Coach Ortegren for Hinton. I mean, they just know how to get their girls back and rolling. Same thing with Harms.
Bumped up by Varney. Quick slap over. They get to it and then hammered home. Oh, man. Breaks.
No, they're going to give it to Hinton. I think she went over. Either went over or some sort of violation. I think he called net. So now advantage Hinton. They take a lead for the first time in a long time. Set outside. Nice
scramble
save.
for it. Back over and wide, or long rather.
Well, that was all thanks to Bailey Boovy. That save on the back line. I wish stats are working because her kill numbers, everything, she's just got to be up there.
Varney back now. That's playable. Boovy up ahead. They'll just send it over, and it gets down. They backed off, it gets down, and we're at set point.
By maybe an inch.
Just not by much at all. And it's right there in front of the referee on the line, and wow, set point here. Outside, they come across. Set up Charleston. Good! Hinton comes all the way back and takes set number 2, 25-21. They go up 2-0. Whoa, a big comeback here. Dike-New Hartford goes into the break looking to turn something around here. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Ladies, the bake sale's about to start. Are you ready?
We've got this.
Okay.
Oh, guys, he's here.
Quick start delivery for Janet.
Bring it here.
Let's get this bake sale going. Yeah, come on. Best bake sale ever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's dig in.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. And again, our stats, our SUCUP stats aren't working, but I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 kills for Boovy.
It's got to be more.
And
gotta be
that's
more.
Just in that set.
Yeah,
that's in the last set. Now overall, it's more than that. It's got to be up around a dozen or so, I think. And
she's on it, and she's been the reason that they've come back in these late portions of these sets. And if you're Dike-New Hartford, you're like, man, we've played really well. It's amazing that we're down 2-0.
Dike-New Hartford was up 6 at one point, and then late they got to 20, and they were up 20-18. And then Hinton got it on a roll and pushed ahead, and here we are. And it'll be Adeline Ortegren, the freshman, to serve to start it off for Hinton in this third set. Dike-New Hartford needs to find something and turn it around here in this one. They've been close, but set it outside. Bouvet now back out to the other Bouvet, and it's down into the block, and point Dike-New Hartford.
And for Hinton, you know, obviously you're going to play like you've been playing, but you talked about it early. Dike-New Hartford has controlled these sets in the early portions, but Hinton's been the one to rally late.
Bouvet goes down, gets it now outside, and that's long.
Thought maybe they had a touch, not quite.
Nope. And then they had a couple plays like that one at the back line that just dropped in.
Charleston really got going there in that late second set.
You slap it out, now back over. Chance to set it up back. Nope, they're going to go back set and didn't. Just took it in the middle and pounded it over.
Nice play by Cotton right there.
Yeah. Cotton gets the kill.
3-0, just like that. I mean, it's just deja vu of what we've seen. But if any team can come back down from 2-0 in a reverse sweep, it's Dike-New Hartford.
Yeah, they ran it up 4-0 before Hinton got on the board in the last set, and there's 4-0 with the Ash.
I'm sure that's what Coach Moore, Coach Ordergan are thinking. They're like, well, I mean, technically we've been in this spot before and we didn't call a timeout. Let's let them work through it.
Bumped up, almost flip it over. They do. Now, Bouvet out to Bouvet, and Bouvet kills it.
Bailey's the one to get him back on the board. Get him back
Bouvet
rolling.
with the assist to Bouvet. It's the freshman libero to the senior hammer. It's pretty much what you call it.
It's a nice 1-2 punch.
In the middle, now set in the middle. Back outside, goes up. Bumped up, and there they come out again, off the block. Bumped up, cross court. Back over. Dike-New Hartford handle it pretty good right now, and then they get it through the block. Keely Cowton.
They want things to keep going like they just did because they had Boovie figured out there. They were at least able to stay on top of her kill attempts.
Well, they kept going right to that left side again, and in the past, well, when Charleston's in, then they'll come back short side and try to sneak it in the back, which has worked. But they're not in that rotation right now. Bouvet. Oh, saved at the back there. Over. Back in the middle quick, and that goes down off of Bouvet.
Good moving pieces right now for both teams. Everybody kind of understanding their assignments, trying to get across the floor, and now you bring on one of your service aces specialists in Addison Dunkel, so Hinton's going to try to get a couple points back here.
Dunkel in and then goes long.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I jinxed it. I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Me. That's on me. My fault.
Service error. And back to serve is Ruby Varney, the sophomore libero. Outside, Dunkel, and that one's high. She had just got to the warning track, but just couldn't quite.
I always worry when girls are barreling at the wall because that's just a hockey wall. And
yeah.
I mean, those guys have pads on when they drill those things. And most of the time, it's the glass.
So Booby back to serve. Sends it over low. Varney up ahead. Charleston in there now. There she goes, slaps it over. Through the block, and it's going to be down. That was Jensen again, back in there.
Abby's loved this corner, this near side. Not really much on the other side, but boy, she's making it work.
Yeah, I'd like you to tuck that long hair into the jersey so I can see the number from the behind.
Numbers have been good this week. A lot of the jerseys are getting better.
Yeah, most of them have been pretty good to see. Outside, caught that on the way up and just off the hand wrong.
Yeah, Ortegren just shorted it a little too much.
Again, we're seeing, I'd say Dike-New Hartford was up 6 in that other set, and Hinton came back. We'll see if they can close it out here. Oh, there's the touch.
Yeah, nice double attack up front by Charleston and then Friesen. I talked about it. You got two freshmen up there that are making blocks like that. It's got to make you feel really good if you're a Hinton fan.
Friesen with the serve. Poked up. Set back Charleston. Varney gets it into the middle and down by Reeks.
Just did a really nice job catching that corner. And, you know, if you're a Hinton fan watching right now, you're definitely not feeling amazing. I mean, you're up 2-0, you feel great. But if of all teams you're up 2-0 against, it's Dike-New Hartford. If it was anybody else, you might feel a little bit better. But with the Wolverines past here at the state tournament, you just never know. But the Blackhawks are playing really good.
Back set. And into the net that time.
Yeah, Riley tried to slide, just didn't quite get it. She's gotten it a couple times today.
But didn't quite get over there to get the turn. Being Heffling now, the senior, back to serve for Hinton. Down 4. Low but handled. Outside, cross court. And that one is down by Friesen.
Just like that, couple points right there for Hinton. Trying to string a couple together here.
Got the 4-point lead down to 3. And that rattles around and falls down for a point for Dike-New Hartford.
Again, another good slide for Reichs. Couple good
and some substitutions, right, IMT Insurance substitutions, and they bring in what is that? Is that 2 serving?
Ruby Varney.
Varney serving.
So they have made a switch.
Yeah, because Varney was the libero.
Yeah, Ruby Varney is now just normal. They've now put Bryn Peterson at libero.
At the libero.
Boy, I have not seen many libero mid-match switches.
Switch around.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I don't know if that's like the goalkeeper where you got to notify the referee. There's that one goes down. In soccer, when you switch your goalie, you're supposed to let the referee know so that there's no. But anyway, they do it here.
I thought you were about to say they were supposed to let us know.
Well, yeah, no, we know that's not going to happen.
Nice back row attack.
Although in softball, they look up at it. There's a hot smash. Bouvier.
Oh!
At the net, Kovarna.
Carlin did such a nice job. She anticipated it the whole way and sent it back across.
Ortegren, the freshman, back to serve. Oh, a little bump up there, and that one is down.
There go the points.
And crawling back
points
in.
Starting to crawl back. Slowly but surely.
Up in the middle, just left it there, rolled over, but now Booby is long.
I thought she might be able to get a
tip on that, but no. Get Sager back into the middle.
She's had a couple good plays tonight. That's a good spot.
They just dug that out. Now they get it over. Dike-New Hartford, quick set in the middle, into the block, and goes out.
Wolverines kind of staying a couple steps ahead, but like we've talked about several times, it's pretty reminiscent of what we've seen in set 1 and 2.
Outside, and there's a hammer shot.
Because of number 9.
Yeah, because of that.
Bailey Boovy is just so hard to stop. Once she gets in a rhythm, it's tough.
I mean, they had that one volley where they stopped her 3 times, and then they got it, but there, boom. You do it quick.
You're thankful after those 3, and then you're like, well, now we got to do it again.
Go toward the back, now set outside. There she goes. She eases off a little. Push back at the block, and blocks it out of bounds.
Bailey was ready for it that time, just couldn't quite get it straightened. Both teams still holding on to their timeouts here. That's because we've just kind of sat 3, 4. Kind of battling back and forth here.
Ash back to serve. And that one is long.
I feel like it had been a while since we had seen a service error there.
Charleston back in. Also back in to serve is Dunkel for an IMT insurance substitution. Dunkel to serve. Comes up to the net, and that's an easy kill.
I'm pretty sure if you look back, this is about the same score when Hinton
Yeah,
was starting to crawl
right
back
around
in.
there. Yeah. Right when you got to about the middle of the set.
Wolverines just haven't been able to put him away.
And that one's out. And to Hinton's credit, they just haven't panicked,
No,
They've just been
and it's
just come right out and stayed right at it.
They have kept their calm and their poise. And you give credit to the seniors on the team, just kind of keeping everyone in check.
Peterson playing libero now. Outside, and that one's long.
Wolverines will take those, get it back to 4 off the air.
Because they got to 20 last time, and then Hinton reeled them in.
Yeah. By what? Down 5, 6, something like that?
Dunkel over Boovy, and that's going to go long.
That was such a hard hit, it ended up being out of bounds on the other side. It almost looked like a Dike-New Hartford hit. Yeah.
3 feet off the backside.
Shows
Boovy
power.
back to serve.
She also moves really well on the floor for the digs, especially with that big brace on her right knee.
Yeah. Back set. That one finds the open spot there by Jalen Smith.
Yeah, Coach Harms just kind of still rotating, just trying to get some faces
Finding
in there.
the
yeah, you're going to
something that
find your
clicks.
sweet spot here eventually, and they're starting to kind of get it here.
Go backside again this time. Peterson up.
Nice
dig.
dig.
Oh, couldn't quite. Oh, man. Reichs was just close to walking that back over, but it caught on the net for her. And back to a 3-point lead. That one catches the net, goes over. Back set, and the kill out there.
Reichs has done such a good job on that slide over there. Actually, there might have been Meester. The 9 and the 8 look the same. But either way, Dike-New Hartford's got that slide figured out.
I was trying to figure that out, but Boovy bumps it up. Now Charleston into the block. Cabana now almost got it, but Boovy that time just couldn't quite get there. 19-14, timeout. Hinton. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
On the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy, Dar Danielson, Blake Walker, and Dike-New Hartford continues to hold them off.
This is the best it feels like they've looked in a set so far up to this point.
And let's see, last time, I think it was 2018. Now they get to 20, it'll be 2014. A little more room there. And that one goes down.
Off the block. Who else?
Yeah. Boovy.
They know they're going to need her if they're going to crawl back and try to end this thing in 3. And you know they'd love to get it over with.
Heffling to serve now. Set back, and good look, just wide.
Tried that slide again that time with Reichs. Just couldn't quite get it to drop. This is where Dike-New Hartford's going to have to be really strong here.
Heffling sends it over. Slap in, and that time got it over Meester. And they're at 20. 2016. Back to serve, Ruby Varney. Started as the libero, now.
Credit to having the jerseys on tap to be able to switch it with ease.
I think they just went to the different colored jersey is what they did, wasn't it? Yeah. Bumped up. Outside. Handled. Back up. She slides out to the outside. Into the block. Way up and tried to dunk it down, but they're right there. Now going across court, Boovy. And now they're going to say net.
Yeah, in the net, I believe.
On Hinton. It's 21. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this is where they came back and tied it last time. That one gets over. Hot smash. Right at the net. Joust there.
Nice recovery.
And that time, Cowton wins out.
And that time they were ready for Bailey Boovy. Coming from the back row. Dike-New Hartford much better this time around.
Hinton calls a timeout. And they're down by 6 here. We'll take a break at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Watching the Girls Union Digital Network. It's powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker. Dike-New Hartford trying to send it to a fourth set here, up 22-16. Low serve, make it 24-16.
It's all going right for the Wolverines here. Much better in this third set.
Or excuse me, that makes it 23. It was 22. 23. Now they dump it over. And 23-17.
That was a nice play by Hofling. Just kind of caught him off guard.
Ortegren to serve. Into the middle and got up in the air and just didn't get up quite as high for Cowton as she thought it was going to be.
Yeah, kind of mistimed it. Just a quick second there. Wolverines still got a little bit of room to breathe. Don't want to panic yet.
And outside, crossover, blocked and still kept alive, but no, they're going to say in the net. So now a set point, Dike-New Hartford. Back to serve, Keelan Meester. Finally been able to hold them off here down late. Outside, and there's the kill off of set point one.
They got to get back to the hot hand there.
Yeah, well, they got a lot more
they got a little
to
bit of
give
ways
here.
to go.
You got to go 5 more set points to get it even. So for Dike-New Hartford, just play straight up. Bumped up, set there, and there's the kill by Cowton to give them the set number 3. And it's 2-1 here now. We'll come back with the 4th set after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
is Frank. Frank, Mr. Frank. I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairway Frank.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network. No stats yet, but we'll tell you the SUCUP stat that's important right now is Dike-New Hartford came back and took that set 25-19 to make it 2-1, and a chance now to take the fourth set and send it to a fifth. And we'll see how Hinton adjusts and how Dike-New Hartford, everything fell right for Hinton in those first two sets, Blake. And then this last one here, everything kind of Dike-New Hartford. They didn't panic, and they kind of finished it out this time.
No, they didn't. They just kind of stuck to their guns there and just kind of were able to work back together, stay together, go back to your stars a little bit, a couple good plays here and there. And just like that, you get back within one.
So they're Coach Harms talking to him. Over there.
Looks like Bryn Peterson is going to stay the libero.
Coughton and Ash up front. There. Varney goes back. She'll be serving to start the match. Yeah, Peterson the libero. And here we go. Booby, they serve it to her. And some issues we saw in the previous set.
Yeah, but what's the trend been here in the first 5 points? Dike-New Hartford.
Big sis comes over and says, that's okay, come on.
Dike-New Hartford
and they go right back to her ace. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. Now they move the formation a little bit. And hard off the libero.
Nice swing by Bronner.
Booby outside. And that one is down by Friesen.
Nice play by Friesen. 6-foot freshman. Got some growing to do.
Ortegren serves. Back set. Cross court is wide.
And they tried, not quite a slide, but they tried to get it set up on that far side and just a little long.
Yeah, it looked like Ash had it, just as you said, just a slight bit long. We're tied at 2. Outside, push over and down by Sager. She's stepped in there, made a few good plays.
There's a lot to be excited about with Hemi. Really nice player coming off the bench a couple times.
Ash back to serve. Booby gets it now. Older sister punches it across.
Yeah, found the right spot. Dike-New Hartford had kind of created that campfire effect and dropped in. Now you bring on Kramer here.
Kramer, yeah, to serve. And goes long.
You know, I didn't say that.
I know you didn't, but you've been the one that's been jinxing the server tonight.
Dara and I have called too many games together.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I didn't want to say it. But
an IMT insurance substitution. They'll bring in Varney back in to serve. Bumped up. Outside Booby. And Varney knew it. She just tried to go down, but.
Dave Wims, Ankeny's former coach, one of the all-time winningest coaches. When I did a game with him earlier yesterday, he said, as a coach on a serve, if it's below your knees, he's like, we can't have that. We got to get there before it gets below our knees, or else we're just in trouble.
Into the middle. Big swing at it. Now sets it up for Booby again, and that she sends it home. And that's the kind of stuff that they avoided late in that last set, but.
And I think they know, Hinton knows, they got to get Bailey into it. And that's when they've been big today.
And they get it to her fast and get her swinging quick, and then there's no way to stop it.
Bailey doesn't want to go to set 5.
Back set, now bumped up. They're going to go over Charleston. Handled at the back. And that's touched. So it'll be a point. Dike-New Hartford.
Really no argument there from Hinton. Yeah. That's when you can always tell, it was in fact touched.
Now back to serve is Mallory Peterson. Drops it in the middle. Quick set in the middle. And
nice dig.
Yeah, dug out of there again at the net. And they're going to say in the net.
I thought Dike-New Hartford might.
I thought they got
called,
into it too, because they came in to her, but they said no, Hinton was in the net.
Yeah, whoever got there first, technically.
Low serve handled by Carvana. Outside, Booby, boom.
You know, the good thing is if you're ever doing a player of the game and you don't know, obviously we don't have stats, you definitely can say Booby's been the one for Hinton.
Now she's back there to serve. She checks the coach giving her the signal behind the clipboard.
Classic. It's either that or the player does it on their shirt.
Yeah. Back set Charleston into the block.
Nice
Dike-New Hartford. Yeah, good recovery. Dunkel sends it out. And diving save at the back there again. Charleston bumps it up. Outside and down. Is that Ortegren? Or is it, no, was that Friesen?
I think it was Friesen, yeah.
Friesen, yeah. Couldn't tell if that was the 6 or the 8. So Hinton up by 1. Been a while since they built a little lead here. We'll retrieve that extra ball there off the court. Booby to serve. Sends it low and joust at the net. And again blocked. Back set Charleston. That caught the top of the net cord. Over the block. Looking to go back outside again. Friesen through the block.
How about a couple good plays for her? Looking pretty good here.
Booby back to serve again. Hinton up by 2. Dike-New Hartford needs this to keep it going. Hinton needs it to move to the championship matchup and then into the net for a service error.
Now their opponent waiting on the other side. Denver and Grundy Center. Denver currently leading 2-0 overall, but trailing in set number 3, 10-6.
Dike-New Hartford serving. Booby up. Friesen. Now back outside. Cross court there by Ash. Dumped over. They somehow got that off the floor.
Yeah, that was Peterson. Bryn Peterson with a heck of a dig.
Quick push over. And Booby gets over to save that one. Well, we're going to try to do the slide, and that went awry and went out.
Hinton, the players don't need to call out. The crowd's got it for them. That whole crowd went out.
Yeah, but on the close ones, I don't think you can quite trust the crowd because every one of them is going to go the
that
home
one they
team.
had a good feeling.
Yeah. That one drops low. Set in the middle quick.
Nice block.
And into the block.
Kovarna.
Yeah, Kovarna right up there. And now Hinton hanging on to a.
My memory serves me.
lead.
Kovarna, we're going to enjoy seeing her at the basketball side. Hinton basketball is going to be fun to watch this year.
Outside, and that's wide.
I think it might be time for a timeout here.
Haven't seen Ash do that too much where she sends it wide, and it is. Yep. Dike-New Hartford calls a timeout. They're now down 4. They need this set to keep the season going here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
On the Girls Union Digital Network, this has been a back and forth. Tight sets all the way through. Hinton up 2-1. Leading here 11-7 in the fourth set. Does Dike-New Hartford have a run back? We'll see. Drops it low. Ash cross court. All set outside, over the block, push back.
Nice job by Dunkel.
Into the block again. Over the top of the block, back to Charleston, and she gets it through.
Macy Charleston has such a really nice serve. Really nice attack, and she's been so good in big spots here tonight.
And with her size, she's been able to get it through the hands a lot of times there.
100%.
Back to the middle. Back over to Charleston. This time she just dumps it over. Oh, good. Go down and dig that one. Now Charleston just try to send it over. Blocked. You say if that went out, there was a touch there. Diving save.
Boovy. Nice
now
dig.
the other way.
Nice dig on the back line.
Back across.
Jensen.
Ash Boovy again. And blocked at the net by Reichs. What a rally there.
Man, that was a lot of fun. Everybody diving all over the floor. A lot of effort being given. Man.
Well, trip to the championship match on the line. End of the season on the line for one of these teams. Set back. Charleston tries to power it through. Dike-New Hartford able to get it. Ash comes across court. Boovy there, the younger gets it. Now set up Charleston. She hammers it through. Bumped up. Back outside. Ash cross court. Boovy saves it. Back over Charleston. Little dump over. Still going. Into the middle. Dump over again. Right there. Now quick set. And saved again.
How about these volleys?
Wow. Cross court and wide. Wow, man.
Just phenomenal.
I don't know how many touches there were, but there were a lot on that as we get a IMT insurance substitution. Caitlin Heffling will come in.
Just really nice back and forth here, but Hinton holding the advantage.
13-8 Hinton. Into the middle, into the block. Back. And Boovy, the younger, gets it. Now they kind of run into each other, but they'll get it over. Quick set. Boovy protects herself, gets it. Cross quarter. Dump over. Boovy there. Now Boovy, the older, gets it over. And digs it out. Outside. Into the block and wide. Dike-New Hartford gets the point.
That's a big one. You knew you needed it here in the middle portions.
There have been some tremendous rallies here. Back into the middle, Emma Sager for an IMT insurance substitution.
Trying to get a run going.
Dumps it over.
Beautiful.
Oh, they respond though. Now up again. Quick set in the middle into the block.
That was a lot of power.
Outside. Bumps it back toward the middle, and there's the big hit. Down for the point.
Great back row ball by Abby Jensen.
And they pulled within 3. Dike-New Hartford serving. Booby up. Now we'll dump over, back the other way. And turnabout fair play. They just pushed that one over.
Really good communication for Hinton right now. They're kind of firing on all cylinders. They're able to communicate. Doing a nice job.
And here's the serve. Back set. Over. Booby bumps it back to her sister and just wide.
No.
Did they get a touch?
Nope, they didn't. I thought for sure they did, but just wide, like you said.
14-11. Dike-New Hartford serving. Trying to reel Hinton back in and stay in the match.
Woo, she has to
late.
last second.
Yeah, took a little off.
That was crazy.
Back set. Same thing there.
They got a double.
And drops it in. Was Kempema.
Yeah, Raylan just kind of waited, sat there, saw a spot, and just kind of with one arm put it across.
Now, I thought you were right, Booby. I think almost double hit it there, but man, this is just learned reaction that you built in the whole thing here. All those drills you do. Into the block and down.
Freezing up there along with Booby.
Hinton now serving. They pick something off the side of the floor there. Set outside, and there's the kill.
Abby Jensen's really coming into her own right now.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the Wolverines in it with all she's got. I tell you what, looking around, there's a lot of red here for North Tama.
Yeah.
North Tama brought quite the crowd here. Our 1A quarterfinal or semifinal coming up at the conclusion of this one.
Bumped up, set in the middle, dumped over. They go down and dig it. Now come cross court. Quick pushover. Quick set in the middle. Reaction. Now a chance to set it up again. They go back outside. Off the net. Yeah, this forward. It wasn't blocked. It just went off the net. So point Dike-New Hartford. Back to serve is Varney.
Wolverines trying to string a couple together here. Get it to Boovie here. There they go.
Outside and gets it down. She didn't really hammer that, just took enough off that it threw off the attempt to dig it.
Well, not many times she's done that. We expect the big power.
Hinton hang on to a 4-point lead. They send Dunkel back to serve. Back set. Cross court, and that one just couldn't get the hit on it, and it's now a 3-point.
They thought maybe she'd wait. I thought she was going to wait till it maybe bounced off the net, but you just never know how it's going to bounce.
Mallory Peterson back to serve. Bump up. Dunkel sets it outside. Bouvet down.
Speedometer, I'm telling you.
I know. Or
get that radar gun.
Radar gun, yeah.
Get that radar gun out there. I don't even want to guess, but it's fast.
She goes back to serve now. Outside. Into the block. Nice. And they can't get it through as Charleston there. And it's 19-14. Timeout on the floor. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker. How many times has a good team come down here and Dike-New Hartford spoiled their good season? Hinton trying to avoid that. Dike-New Hartford trying to get back here and send it to a fifth set. Hinton looking to close it out. Bailey Booby back to serve.
And this time they're leading at this point.
Yeah. Well, first two sets they had to come back. Now a little miscommunication there and a rare mistake there as Hinton goes to 20, especially coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, and Wolverines are out of timeouts.
And see if they can reset. Into the block and wide. Point Dike-New Hartford.
Just kind of hanging around. They're going to see if they can do what Hinton did in the first two sets.
Abby Jensen, the senior, back to serve for the Wolverines. Set to the short side, and that big hit there by Friesen.
That's the thing with Hinton. You got Boovy, who has been so strong as a senior. No surprise, it's going to be a big loss when she graduates. But, man, they got a lot of young pieces.
Getting a lot of good experience, too, here. Bumped up. Set outside. Charlson, this time she dumps it across. Jensen tries to go cross. Set outside. And it falls through the block. Friesen.
Blackhawks can feel it.
There's the serve. Bumped up and right at the net and didn't get over. 23-15.
Why not try to spoil a North Iowa Cedar League championship, all championship, when everybody thought it was?
Blackhawk fans on their feet. Outside, cross court. Oh, go back to Charlson. Down at the back line. That must have just caught the back edge of the tape back there.
She's done that all night. Here's the match point.
Match point, set point, match point. Hinton looking to move to the title matchup. A little mishit. Booby up ahead. Quick set there, back the other way. Now they'll set it up front. Charlson into the block. Dump it over. Try to go back the other way on him. Dunkel sets it outside. Into the block, kept alive again.
They got Friesen over there.
Back set, Charlson. Back, across. Booby digs it out. In the middle, go the other way. Dike-New Hartford's there. Down the middle, kill. It was Jensen. Set point one here. Serving Bryn Peterson on set point two. Match point, set point. Outside. Into the net. Charlson. Back over the block. Peterson sets it outside, cross court.
Volley.
And into the net.
Yeah,
point
Friesen.
Dike-New Hartford. They're hanging on. Set point, match point three.
Just guys calm the nerves here for the Blackhawks. Keep it straight.
Bryn Peterson. Bumped up, Booby. Now outside. Hammered home. Hinton will advance. 25-17. They take the fourth set to take the match 3-1.
What a match. What a match overall. What a performance by Hinton. That whole coaching staff, Bailey Boovy, one of their senior leaders, and just all together, a strong, strong team.
A couple comebacks. Looked like Dike-New Hartford. They came back and won the third set. Then looked like they might be able to hold them off in the fourth.
I'd like to go back and try to find the last time Dike-New Hartford or Western Christian didn't make a championship game.
Lost
in the
same night,
year.
the same year. Yeah, it's been a while.
What a wild year at the state tournament. Congratulations to Hinton.
Ready to go down to the PA announcer.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medal and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Aaron Gerlich and Ben Van Wyk. Congratulations to head coach Diane Harms and the Wolverines from Dike-New Hartford on an outstanding 2025 volleyball season. And now we'd like to recognize today's quick star of the game, Adeline Ortegren from Hinton. This athlete's outstanding performance earns her the honor of advancing her team on the bracket to the championship match. Thanks to Quick Star for their support of the IGHSAU.
And Hinton will advance to play against the winner of our other match that's going on the other side there. And
Denver just lost their 9th set of the entire season. Grundy at least forces 4.
So it'll be at 4:45 tomorrow. And we'll see if Grundy Center can come back and get back into it. Well, been a fun tournament,
Yes.
Blake. Pleasure doing matches with you once again as we will wrap up here. And thanks to Sam on the camera, or Sam on the controls. Let's see, who's on the camera? Michael, right? On the camera. And again, thanks to all of you for watching. We'll have the 1A coming up, semifinal. We'll have all the championships set up here for you. I'm Dar Danielson. That's going to wrap it up here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.